About sports.
Sports Talk on the Tuesday night edition. We are live on the WJRG television network with Dr. Jerry Green. And in the studio tonight, we have Big Don, my good friend from Big Don Production. What's up, Don?
Everything's good, man. Everything's good.
And you got the legend sitting right next to you, my man, Bruce Austin. What's up, Bruce?
Everything is beautiful, man. I feel like an ice cube.
Hey, Henry, what's the weather in Florida, man? You can tease us a little bit. What is it?
Say it, no, say it.
Today was only 57, tomorrow will be 71.
That's a heat wave here.
Wow.
In Jacksonville, Florida, my brother Henry Green. Our sports legend, Anthony McLean. What's up, my brother? God bless. What's
I'm
up,
good. I'll take 57. I'll take 57 any day at this point right now.
All
All
day.
right. And all the way in Frederick, Maryland, my brother-in-law, Larry Pearson. What's up, Larry? God bless.
Everything's good. Can't complain.
Don't complain, brother. And every moment moving, his brother's around. Every moment. Brother Kendall Tyson, the legend. What's up, bro?
What's happening, gentlemen?
All right.
Sure.
And one of the greatest pastors in the world that's celebrating his 10-year anniversary at Basileia. I know you got snowed out last Sunday, and you're going to do it again this Sunday. Pastor Walter Teague and his wife Pamela Teague celebrating 10 years with Basileia. What's up, Pastor?
God bless you. How's everything tonight?
All right.
Congratulations.
And the son that came home. All right. You finally came back home. Came back to Africa.
The long son.
Right, the lost son. What's your nickname again, Ernie? What's the name?
Omar Wale. That's his name.
Yes, how you doing today?
The son has returned.
Bishop Ernest Richard Jr. We had a great time last night on the Bridge Network as well. Great job, Pastor Walter T. Great job, as always. All right, we're going to get started. Larry, you got some topics for me, or we're going to go right to basketball? What's going on? What you got there?
I got a couple of topics because I didn't get them to last week. I'm talking about the NFL draft.
Let's talk about it. Go ahead.
And my main concern is Mendoza coming out of Indiana. Everybody think he's the golden child, and he's going to raise a franchise. I just want your opinion. Is he going to be one of the great quarterbacks, or he's going to be a bust, or we think he'll develop in about maybe 3 to 4 years? Go with you, Walter T, first.
Oh, gee. Well, it's all speculation, but I think he has a good chance because he seems to be well grounded. He has all the tools, and he has Tom Brady there. So I think he's going to be. I mean, his supporting cast is going to be important. So I don't know how good the Raiders is going to be because they don't have too many weapons. If they trade Max Crosby and get him some, help, but I think as far as himself as a talent, I don't think it'd be a bust because he has the talent and he's a well-grounded. Person, he's a believer and he puts a lot of effort into his craft. So I think he's going to be okay. It just depends on who they surround him with.
Okay. Bishop, back. Let's hear from you.
Well, Well, thank you, sir. And honestly, I'm hoping he does well. If he's going to the Raiders first round, yeah, he's going to hit some bumps and bruises. Truthfully speaking, he may find himself not in a JJ McCarthy type situation by no means, but I think he would have a slight edge. I think he'll be okay. I'm gonna give him 2 years before he fully develops. His first year, I mean, he's gonna get a taste and a dose of reality. I know when he played with Indiana, decent protection, but he's going to the Raiders. It ain't gonna be the same game.
I think 3 to 4. But Anthony, let's hear from you.
Yeah, I agree. He's got the size. He has the ability. He's probably going to lose more games in the first month than he's lost in the last 2 years, unfortunately, and probably going to get beat up a little bit. But yeah, he's a project. He's a project. They do have a good running back there. They have a good running game, and they do have some decent receivers. But they got to work on that line. And again, I will go back to what Walt said. If they can get a little bit of a package for Crosby, then that helps. But yeah, the first year he's gonna get beaten up. But I'll say like about 2-3 years I think he'll be okay.
Okay, Kendall, let's go with
I
you.
think he's gonna be the rookie of the year. I think he's got Tom Brady, 6'5". He's serving the Lord, going to the Oakland Raiders. I think it's all set up for him to be successful. We didn't know him. He was not on the radar, but we watched him all year long. That kid made some serious plays. And it reminded me a lot of Tom Brady and Joe Montana in college, whereas they weren't really too looked like, they weren't really highly ranked. But when you think about their decisions, his decision making was just off the hook. He was just cerebral, off the chart. We're going to remember that stretch play in the championship game. He did what he had to do to win. I think he's going to be up under Tom Brady, rookie of the year.
Wow.
Yeah, first year. In this league, it happens all the time.
I don't believe it, but let's just watch. Go ahead, Henry.
I don't know that much about him, so I'm going to have to pass.
No, he had to pass, Larry. He don't know too much about him.
Okay, let's go to studio.
Yeah, I like what Kendall said, man. I didn't really watch this guy till late, coming around by the playoffs, but this guy can really throw that ball, man. I was looking at how accurate he is. You know what I mean? I was hearing people say that this guy was the Heisman favorite, but I hadn't really watched him. But once I started watching him, this guy gonna be pretty good, man. I don't know if you consider him a late bloomer this year or what, but this guy, he looked pretty good. The accuracy that he's throwing that ball, but it's also gonna have to do a lot with, like y'all said, who they put around him.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't start until late either. But to me, he's pretty good. But I'm gonna have to go along with Kendall too. The fact that he got Brady there, Brady can't teach him, nobody can. I mean, so he was, yeah. I don't know him that well, but I do know I did watch him towards the end of the season.
Yeah,
he was great. They won. And I do know he got Tom Brady, but I do know the Raiders need a lot of help in my book.
Yeah,
not just they're gonna need more than that. I need you, Kendall.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're going to need a lot of help. They don't have any. They got 2 tight ends, and they got a running back, and that's about it. that's all they got, and Max Crosby. So yeah, it depends on like what Bishop was saying though about McCarthy. I think McCarthy is going to do better than that because the Vikings had a good team. Vikings, they got JJ, they got Addison, they got wide receivers, they got a defensive. Yeah, they got a good team. So I think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna do as well as McCarthy did because the Raiders, they're not a good team.
I'll tell you this, and the reason why McCarthy didn't do that well, that Minnesota's O-line was his biggest downfall, and he just never got his footing under him. When he finally got his footing, it was kind of late. The season was pretty much over. I'm just saying that this guy, he'll do all right. But like I said, I'm still only going to give him 2 before he straightens out. He'll probably blossom faster than McCarthy did. That's all I'm saying.
Didn't McCarthy have an injury that the second year?
He was out a whole year, because of an injury and preseason injury at that. But we're gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, that probably slowed him down a lot, man.
A whole lot. A whole lot.
Now, who thinks it'd be a great idea to let him at least sit half the season because he got great talent, but in the NFL with no offensive line, you can get seriously hurt and you can get your confidence taken really quick.
Yeah, but what was the question again?
Who think he should at least sit half the season and watch before besides trying to start game one?
Oh, throw him out there. That's like I said about me 2 years
My
ago.
question is, who's he gonna sit behind?
Especially with a team like Oakland, they're not nobody's looking for them to do nothing. So this is the best time to play a rookie to get them right for the NFL. You don't put a rookie.
Got your future on the line.
Yeah, but you don't put a rookie out there when you got a chance to win the Super Bowl. But when you got a team like the Raiders and they're not looking, nobody said they're going anywhere. So this is the time to throw the rookie out there. Now maybe next year he will be ready.
I sort of have to agree with Bruce. It sounds about right to me. You want to get him out there now. Let him get his foot wet. Let him grow with the team, since the team gonna need to grow too.
Exactly.
They'll all grow together.
You and Jimmy Joe think a lot. But Jones would say the same thing, but I think it's a very bad idea.
But Don, also, but let's say if the team stink, would that make him look any better if the team stink and
the team stink?
That's our point.
But it's not gonna make him look good though.
No, but you want to give him a chance to grow now. He can grow with the team as this grow. Don't have a great team, then stick him out there and he start messing up and then, look at him now. Let him grow with the team, man. Let him grow.
But look at it like this. If the quarterback that they have is not better than him, why would you bench him? If he's better than if he's the best quarterback you got, why wouldn't you weigh him out?
Anytime you waste the number one pick in the draft, this guy better be a starter. I'm not talking about the first round. I'm talking about the first player selected in the draft is definitely supposed to be a starter.
Look at what's happened in recent history. Caleb Williams played his rookie year. By his second year, they were in the playoffs. CJ Stroud started his rookie year, was in the playoffs within 2 years. Bryce Young started the first year, got his team.
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels his first year. The trend now is to throw them out there. I mean, I know Kansas City let Mahomes sit for the year, and I guess in a sense it really worked out. But you had a quality guy there in
Alex Smith. Yeah.
So it's. I mean, I think the Raiders quarterback, if they were to start the season tomorrow, is probably somewhere in a witness protection program right now. So why not just go ahead and throw him out there? And it's a risk because of injuries and with the line and everything like that. But that's been the recent trend. I mean, even I think if Russell Wilson wasn't with the Giants, Dart probably would have started day one as well.
Right.
Yeah, Geno Smith is their quarterback right now. But I think because the fact, like, it be a number one pick, I think it depends on what he does in training camp. If he can grasp the offense, and he's able to move the team, throw him out there. I know Geno Smith is their quarterback now, and he's been around for a while. But if he can grasp the offense and he wins the job, you got to start the best player at that position. And he seems to be mature. You understand, Indiana was the oldest college football team ever. Those guys were like 7-year, it's like 7th year seniors and stuff like that.
But they had an all-star team, though.
Yes. He handpicked them guys who had played, college football for 7-8 years. They were older than some of the other pros. They was playing, like playing UConn, playing Hill House kind of. They were old. They had a lot of old players on their team that still have eligibility, but they have experience. They had an experienced team. It's like in the NCAA when you got the mid-major team, when you got the guys that have been there for 4 or 5 years and they playing Kentucky, those one and out kind of guys. They guys full-grown men out there playing against kids.
Right.
Yes, there you go. That guy kind of explains it right there.
You know what else you want about that? That's why a lot of these records that these people, like they said, that are most points in their career, that's why a lot of the great guys don't have records because they left after 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah. What you got, Larry? What you got, Larry?
Okay, the next thing coming out the draft is known to have a lot of edge rushers, linebackers, and receivers. I mean, a ton of receivers. So, would you waste your money trying to get some of these has-been receivers, or would you go invest in the draft? And the same thing with edge rusher. Everybody looking for edge rushers. You can pay a lot of money trying to get Von Miller and look for past dreams to come back, or would you waste the time and get a good one in the draft? We're gonna start with you, Anthony.
Oh, I would definitely. Unless you're trying to sign Pickens or Crosby, I would definitely jump on a draft pick right now. There's not really, to me, those two guys would be game changers if you were lucky enough to sign them or work a trade through them. Like I know Miami just said earlier today that Tua is going to be out there for the trade, but I don't think he's a really difference maker. But develop your team through the draft. If you can get somebody maybe on the cheap, but yeah, if you're going to do it now, you want to see these teams build. You look at how the Eagles built their team. You look at how Seattle built their team with other than Darnold. They did it all through the draft and maybe with some decent veterans guys. I mean, Cooper Kupp was their biggest one of their biggest free agent signings, but he had some time. But I would definitely do it through the draft. Absolutely.
Okay, Bishop.
Well, I mean, you can do it through the draft. There's a lot of good edge rushers out there coming out. Believe it or not, some decent cornerbacks, receivers. I mean, I need a receiver that has some experience that can kind of create his own path. And we kind of know who the top 4 or 5 are. But hey, listen, at the end of the day, I mean, it's a coin flip for any team. If you're a team that's already established and has a solid enough unit, both offensively and defensively, yeah, you're going to probably try to get a couple extra pieces. But if you're a team that like the Jets or the Raiders or trying to think who else, those type teams that need everything. And I mean, when I say everything, you can't shop at Walmart, bro. You got to go find some decent players. So, you're going to have to do something. Jets, to me, are going to be a rebuild team. And the Raiders might be on that same borderline. That's my own personal opinion.
Okay, Walter T.
Yeah, I think it depends on who it is. I mean, which team it is. But, yeah, for wide receivers, we've seen that wide receivers out of the draft have done really well. And, the recent years, these wide receivers coming out, they're playing pro ball, coming right out. So yeah, and the edge rushers as well. This is a real heavy edge rusher draft. So teams that need an edge rusher, yeah, I'd rather go for a young edge rusher out of the draft than one of these old guys, unless it's like Crosby. Other than that, yeah, I would go for the draft. You got to pay him that money. They're on a rookie contract. You got 5 years for the development. If not, you cut him and want to draft again. So yeah, I would go with draft.
Okay, Kendall. And one thing, there's not a lot of tackles coming out, so you got to get your edge rushers.
Yeah, well, one thing good about an edge rusher and a receiver, other than the other one. So the first two picks are going to be probably a quarterback and a safety. Some kid named Caleb Downs. But
Yep.
edge rushers usually have one job. So and as fast as you are, they learn a lot of techniques. All they need to do is get to the quarterback or get into the backfield. It's very different from like a cornerback or a safety. They got to read defenses, run backwards, and call coverages out, and that sort of stuff. So I think that, in the past, we had quarterbacks, Heimlich, you got to take that Wonderlic test, running backs, but receivers having to just catch the ball. That's their job. Catch the ball. The way that things are nowadays, the playbook is not that bad for receivers. So that's why receivers can be successful. I would go right to the draft, get some little young blood, tell them go long. Look what happened with that guy Xavier from Kansas City. He was the fastest runner, and he did pretty well. How about Marvin Harrison Jr.? I mean, these guys are doing pretty well. Receivers are edge rushers and receivers from the draft, definitely. They don't have any wear and tear on them. Just tell a little young blood, go get the quarterback, do the best you can. If not, they're going to cause a little havoc. I would go right through the draft. And the last three teams to win the Super Bowl, Kansas City, Philadelphia, and Seattle, all went through the draft. No big time trades with them.
Good point.
Yeah, as far as because of the rookie contract, you got 5 years. So unless the receiver or the rusher's really a top-notch guy, I would definitely, if a team, I would go with the younger guys because I got 5 years. I can develop cheap and probably add other guys to the team. But if somebody like Pickens or Stephon Diggs, depends on who they are, then you have to look at, well, they're worth the money. But I would definitely go with the rookie contract first because you got 5 years paying them cheap.
Okay, let's go to studio.
Yeah, that's the way to go with that 5 years. But the only way, if I'm a GM, the only way I would mess with a veteran old time is I just needed a one man to get me over the hump. Other than that, you got to go with the rookie contract, them 5 years, because that's real cheap. And like I was saying last week, most of the time after them 5 years, them GMs let them guys go if they're not super active, you know what I mean? And then they go get another young guy for 5 years. That's why a lot of them guys set out in that 4th year, because if they waste that 5 years, they're going to lose a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. I actually can't add on to what everybody done already said. You go with the 5 years, money-wise, health-wise, everything. You just go with the 5 years, unless that's a superstar you want. I can't add no more than that.
Get you over the hump. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 3 quarterbacks that are out there, and tell me which one you think the best chance of getting the team getting a starting position. You got Murray. You got Murray. Then you got Malik Willis, and then you got Tua. If I were to take my chances on a quarterback, like a team like Miami, not Miami. Miami getting rid of Tua. Let's say Dallas don't need no team, but even like those upstart team, they ain't got a quarterback, and ain't got no which way to go. I think Malik got the best option, especially for a place like Pittsburgh.
Yep, I agree.
Instead of going to the graveyard, you know what I'm saying? Tua's not going to give you nothing, and Murray and Pittsburgh is ridiculous. What you think, Walter T?
That's tough. I would say Tua playing inside a stadium because he can't play in the cold weather. So that the Jets need a quarterback bad, man. They don't got nobody. The Jets need a quarterback. Tua would definitely be an upgrade. Malik Willis has played good coming off the bench. He's much better than he did when he was a rookie, but he hasn't done it for the whole year. I'd I'd say Murray. I would say Murray to the Jets. That would be my choice.
Wow. Wow. Now you said Murray to the Jets, and he
Yep.
already complaining. Now he go to the Jets. he be totally frustrated.
You asked
Go
my
ahead,
opinion.
Anthony.
That's what I did, Murray to the Jets.
Good, Anthony.
You know, with Tua and Murray, they've both missed at least double digits in injuries and or bad play the last few years. Willis may be the best guy just out of default more than anything else. When healthy, Murray, to me, I gotta go with Walt though, in a sense where if they're all healthy, I would probably go with Murray because he's shown flashes. He's shown a little bit more flashes of it. Willis again, he hasn't been handed the keys yet as a starter, and he's only shown the spot. And Tua is one of the biggest teasers in all of pro football because when you've seen what he can do, but between the concussions and the inconsistent play, it's a tough go. And plus, you're probably gonna have to take that contract because Miami is looking at if Miami has to release him, they're looking at a $69 million hit on their cap. So if you take him, you're gonna have to come up with some of that cash, or at least meet them halfway. So, yeah, I think it's Malik by default.
All right.
Okay. Go ahead, Kendall.
I think it's Kirk Cousins. I don't think either one of them is an option. Kirk Cousins in Atlanta went like 4-0 last year, 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, getting cut by Atlanta on the trade deadline. I think he's the play right there. Neither one of them. Malik Willis hasn't shown me anything yet. And Kyler Murray and Tua, I mean, availability is the best ability unless these guys are really dealing with disability. They're not there. They're not on the field as much. I mean, they're talented. Kyler Murray's fast. He's talented. Came after Baker Mayfield. He has that same sort of game, but once he gets hit, he's out. I mean, pretty much you can just look at him and say, okay, can we get 10 games out of you? Flashes of brilliance. This guy, Kirk Cousins, man, get cut. Michael Penix is going to start. It's already out there. That's the play right there. This guy's been winning everywhere they won. We're gone. He second round pick with RG3, outplayed him, outcareered him. Kirk Cousins.
What has he ever won?
No, but the fact that
except give money, he got paid. He ain't win nothing.
Yeah, I know. But listen, you didn't give me anybody. You said Kyler Murray, Tua, okay, Malik Willis. I mean, that's not anybody. It's not anybody. I mean, they haven't shown me anything. Tua, talented, always hurt. Kyler Murray, talented, always hurt. And like I say, Malik Willis has not been given the keys to the car. Kirk Cousins. I mean, it's not even an option with me. At least this guy knows the plays, whether he's won or not. I know that he's a holdover for who I may have to draft if I can, lose enough. And like a Fernando Mendoza is falling in Oakland's hands. You never know what happened the next year.
I have to agree with Kendall. I like that cut. He got cut from Atlanta. He's out there.
He's about to get cut. They already said it.
Other guys you named, come on. He should have been on the list. You didn't put him up there. Why?
Yeah.
Hey, that's my fault. That's my fault. I take that one. Okay, Henry.
I would say all them quarterbacks for a team that's not a contender, then it doesn't really matter because they're not going anywhere. But any team that's a contender, they don't want none of them quarterbacks. But if you're a non-contender, you need a quarterback, then one of them guys will fill the spot for you. Probably 2 of the last one because of his money situation.
Oh, you got another money situation with Kirk Cousins.
Oh yeah, well.
He want big money.
Who's gonna eat that $68 million contract?
Right. He when he does get paid wherever he go though.
But Tua's is bigger, and Tua got like 57 million of his guaranteed.
What's going to happen with Tua is they're going to restructure his contract, and then they're going to eat a good portion of that contract for whoever picks Tua up. But I mean, this guy is like 3 plays from another concussion in the end of his career. So what team is going to take a chance? You get a team with a bad O-line, oh man, you can kiss Tua goodbye. He's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
End of story. Kirk Cousins, and you said it already, Larry. He's great for the regular season, but when you get to the playoffs, man, that's the Sam Darnold of the playoffs for real.
Well, not anymore. Sam Darnold's a champion.
I cannot say that anymore. I can say
say.
I'm sorry. I'm just having Minnesota nightmares. You got to understand.
Looking at Kirk Cousins' record, 88-77. That's his record. No, I'm talking Kendall. I'm telling you, 88-77.
Yeah, but where's he been? I'm just talking about last year.
88-77.
He won. He's winning.
88.
11 games. 11 games over 500.
Yeah, he's over 500. He's over 500.
But now listen, let me ask you a question, Larry. Where is either Daniel Jones or Richardson in this deal? And I'm trying to think of the other kid. They don't talk about him anymore.
Daniel Jones is not going nowhere, and Richardson's not going nowhere.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Mariota is the other one.
Mariota. Yeah. Okay.
Mariota's past due. He's just like the other boy.
Kirk Cousins ain't. Yes, he is. I mean, Kirk Cousins is no longer.
He ain't that bad. He ain't bad as Mariota.
All Kirk Cousins needs a good team.
Yeah, that's sort of like being the world's tallest midget at this point in time.
Oh, that's funny.
All Kirk Cousins needs to do is go to a good team like Donald did. That's all he needs. You know he wasn't going to do much with in Atlanta. Just go to a good team.
Yeah, well, you know.
I wouldn't
Atlanta
think
thought he was going to do something. They signed him all that money, $180 million. They thought he was going to take him over the hump.
The real winner in this is Kirk Cousins' agent, because he got big contracts.
There you go.
He got contracts in Minnesota, he got contracts in Washington, and he got contracts in Atlanta. So
2 or 3
all big money.
All big money, yeah.
Like I said, he should be playing for free now. All that money he done stole.
I know.
Or either wear a mask like every other robber.
But
I'll go back with you, Ken. I'll go Kirk Cousins at the Jets. They stink anyway, but at least he's better than what they got.
I mean, a holdover for now. Yeah.
You know what?
Those are the names they gave me. It was the names.
I same names I had. I didn't have Kirk Cousins.
We're talking about the future. You know, we ain't talking about nightmares.
Handle the New York media. That's a good question.
You can't be.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins kind of laid back. You know, he don't care. He's another born again person still. He don't care about that.
Right.
And you know what? To say Kirk Cousins. I looked it up. He has made over $320 million. He made a lot of money, man.
Oh, a lot of money, man.
Everybody knows this is a business.
He got a good agent, man. He did well for himself.
Yeah.
I take it all back. Crime does pay, apparently.
Hey, but his agent probably bought Rhode Island by now.
Yeah.
If he can stay healthy, I have to go with Tua. If he can stay healthy, he's the best out of the pack.
You're big guy, Donald.
Big definitely.
Guy.
That's a big one.
Best out of the group.
Yeah, but
that's like trying to give him an egg out there on the football field. You know what I'm saying? Eventually gonna crack.
Yeah, but this shows
I take Tua right now as a backup. I mean, you could put him, someone that needs a backup quarterback. I mean, he's like A+ backup quarterback if playing for somewhere, that has a decent offensive line inside. If you don't have to throw him out there, in Chicago or Green Bay, somewhere like that where he can't play under 50 degrees. If you put him somewhere like New Orleans in the dome or something like that, as a backup, so he's not going to be out there every time. Don't let him play on the road. Just let him play in the dome. He'd be good.
It's
Some
all
little
depends
hands
on
to
how much money
freeze.
you guys want, him and Mary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna all depend on how much money they want. But this is not saying too much about how the colleges are developing these quarterbacks now, because what Mary and Tua has been through, their name shouldn't even be mentioned. You know what I mean? They can't stay on the field. You know, Tua didn't have what 3 or 4 concussions one time in 1 year. You know what I mean? So you talking long term, you definitely shouldn't bring them 2 guys' name up.
That's right.
Okay, ready to move on to basketball.
Yes.
Yes, I was gonna get the Knicks a lot of props. Back last week, they could have won 11-3 on the last 14 games, but they just cannot get by the Pistons. And the Pistons had injuries, and they still blew them away. Now the Pistons are 14-14, and the New York Knicks dropped down to 37-21. And talking about the last 10 games, Pistons 8-2, Celtics 8-2, Knicks 7-3, and they supposed to have just reached their peak. Everybody thought it was on their peak.
How
Finally
about the
got
Cavaliers? 7-1.
You know the Cavaliers, 8-2
Last 8 games, 7-1.
They 8-2 on the road.
Knicks and Cleveland play tonight.
Yeah.
All right. But now, Larry, they're only a
San
game
Antonio
behind
9-1
for some of
also.
the stretches you've mentioned. It's a 1-game difference. Yeah, the Knicks are kind of getting settled and coming back. I guess that winning that I call it the bubble cup. That's what I call it. So you guys
got that bubble cup.
Since winning the bubble cup, they've kind of got their heads in the clouds. I think they're coming back to earth now. And you're right. They cannot, for some street, what's his name? Cadence or whatever that kid's name is.
They can't beat the
They
Pistons.
cannot stop that kid. I don't care what happens.
You see what Castle did to him last night.
Listen, I'm gonna leave that one alone too.
Yeah, Castle shut him down.
Castle put the clamp on him last night.
Castle shut him down. Had him for like 3 for 17 last night. Stayed in his
You know
face.
what? And you gotta remember, Stephon Castle was a defensive specialist even at UConn when he was there. But bottom line is the Knicks need somebody that can play defense. I mean, they play great offense, but their defense is extremely suspect. And you got 2 Knicks fans here, Bruce and myself. Knicks just need to learn that word. What the word defense means: stop somebody. Don't watch them blow past you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're not going nowhere, Ernie. They're depending on the wrong people. If
I
you
know.
watch the game, if you really watch the game, and you watch how Bridges play,
yep.
I blame all of that on the coach. How can you how can you keep playing a zone, and your man firing 3-pointers? Once the man go in the air, it's too late to run over there.
There you go. There you go.
Mitchell
and then Josh Hart.
5-on-4.
I'm trying to figure out Mr. Hart. I mean, is he in the game or is he just there to take up space?
Another one pitiful, man. Another one.
Is he in the game?
Hey, Jerry, play the tape back. I think last year these guys was good.
Yeah, because they
play
played
back. Play tape back. Last year, but they were getting bragged on. Play tape back.
Yeah, but here's people need to serve notice. San Antonio is like 8-1 against all the top teams. They've beaten everybody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if you saw the highlights, but they was manhandling Wemby, man. I mean, poor fella spent more time on the ground in that one Detroit game than he spent probably.
But he had 5 blocks, and guess what? Even when he fell on the ground, he threw it off. That kid is out there balling. Plus that dude in the middle.
Yeah, 6 blocks, 17 rebounds.
I don't know what they are.
And how many times did he alter it?
He got all I'm saying, Kendall, is he got his first taste of real street ball.
And they came up winning.
That didn't bother him at all.
At all. That boy got up. You know?
That boy ate him up.
Yeah, he's been falling down all season.
Already, the first thing Detroit did was come out with, we had one of our number 2 guy missing. That's the first thing they thought. But Wemby ate him up.
I know he did. I know he did. I saw the highlights. That's what I watched, the highlights. But they were talking about, well, Wimby, does he need to put a little extra meat on his bones? Of course he
He
does.
will. He's a young blood. He will.
Yeah, the same thing about
Of
Durant.
course he does. Truthfully
Durant ran
speaking,
100 pounds when he came in. Now he weigh 101.
Oh, man.
hey, and that was after a
San
shower.
Antonio within the next week or so he can start doing them burgers and shakes.
Yeah, hey man, he in Texas, man. He should be eating barbecue every day.
You know, he's young, man. He just came in. Give him a little time. He gonna put on some weight down the road.
He's still on
know
those foot
he is.
fries.
Yeah.
I know
So
he
that-
is.
Everybody still doubting Detroit?
Nope.
Oh,
Nobody doubt
Nah.
oh.
I'm still
Are they
picking.
for real?
I'm still
Detroit for real,
picking.
man. Detroit for real. Detroit for real.
I'm still
Yeah.
picking.
And so is Jaylen Brown in Boston. Jaylen Brown is letting us know that he's a number one player, period. What's he averaging, 29?
Still.
And second place?
It's like I don't need Tatum. It's like what he said.
Yeah, yes, sir.
You can make
Tatum coming back. Tatum
You can
coming.
make a real good,
But the
you can
season's
make a
over.
real good argument for Missoula being coach of the year because I don't think anyone thought they
Yeah.
would be the second best record in the East.
You're right.
Missoula or that Detroit coach, Bickerstaff.
Either one,
Yeah.
you can't go
Yeah.
wrong. You
Right,
can't go wrong either one. But I think the only reason why I lean toward Missoula is because I don't think people thought of them being the second best team, at least not right in the East. We thought they'd be in the mix, but not the second best team. But you know, full disclosure, I thought Detroit was going to beat the Knicks in the first round last year.
Same
And-
here. Same here.
Jalen was able to, but I think the probably thing that's more hurtful for most of the Knicks fans this year is that Cat's taking a step backwards, especially offensively. To me, because it still comes down to them depending on Brunson, all to more reason, and even though at times Bridges will step up, at times Hart does it, but Cat, I hate to say this, Cat does some terrible Eddie Curry impersonations way too many times for me.
Wow, Eddie Curry. Wow,
Yeah. I hate to say
Wow.
Cat don't play smart.
So what are you really saying, Ed? Between Cat and Bridges, they're rebuilding Madison Square Garden? Is that what you're trying to say? That is trick, huh?
Put it this way: the Bricklayers Union could probably start a new.
They gotta start paying me
real
dues.
quick.
They using them good bricks too.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Man, oh man, oh man. Now, I don't know what happened to the Knicks bench. It seemed like they've all gone to sleep or they're at the concession stand when the game starts. Just not sure what's going on with him. I know, was McBride still hurt, Bruce?
Yeah.
I thought he played. No, he didn't play.
Yeah, he's been in and out.
Yeah.
It's
Down to the G League.
But the Knicks are still number 3 in the East, though.
And
Yeah.
that's fine, but you know what?
But
One game ahead of Cleveland.
a week ago they said the Knicks was on stride, and all of a sudden they done fell down.
Yeah, they running back.
Yeah,
They
we
were
said it earlier. They done came down to earth from their bubble tournament. So that they done came back to earth now. The bubble tournament era's gone now,
Well, they still got a bubble gum ring,
tasted real victory.
Well, they did have a great win with the Houston game. That
Yeah.
they were
That was a good game.
came back and beat Houston, but yeah, I mean, to take to coin Pedro Martinez phrase, right now, Detroit's the Knicks' daddy right now.
Yes, sir.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
You say that.
Knicks
They-
got
Knicks
Knicks
agree with that.
They'll probably end up playing Detroit probably in the second round.
Yeah.
And it won't be nice.
Well, you ain't got to tell me. I'll be holding my breath on that one.
I have a question. We were looking for the face of the NBA. I mean, could Cade Cunningham be placed in that equation now?
Nah.
No. Not in my book.
He's dominating one team, the Knicks.
You gotta,
Good point.
yeah. I think he's has. I mean, if they go farther this year in the playoffs, I would say you could probably put him in the conversation. The reason why Edwards is at least in the conversation is that they've been in the Western Conference Finals the last 2 years. So the thing is, they haven't got out of the first round yet. But hey, things can change. Things can change.
Can you make the argument that Cade Cunningham is the best American player this year?
The American player? No,
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards better than him.
The stats don't show that.
Yeah.
Are you seeing Cade Cunningham's year?
That was about even.
Stats don't always tell the truth.
Well, what I'm talking about, assists, everything across the board. Listen, I'm not a Detroit fan. I'm just looking at the stats. He's looking like the best American player, and he looks like he'll get an MVP vote. If you're thinking about the MVP, SGA's been out. Jokic is having a career year. Going to do another triple-double. Wembanyama is missing a couple games. Cade Cunningham has to be in that conversation, and Jaylen Brown. You got to look over here in the East and say Jaylen Brown, Cade Cunningham. I mean, SGA's been out and they're still winning. Wembanyama's missed some games. Joker's back. He can't miss any more games. If Joker misses one more game, he's not eligible. I mean, Anthony Edwards' name is not really up there in the top 5.
Yeah, but Cam the leader now for the MVP because of what you said. Everybody else missed too many games. You know what I mean?
Okay,
more to miss and they ineligible. You know what I mean? SGA, he gonna be ineligible. Joker,
when he coming back?
You know, it don't matter. He didn't miss too many games. It's close.
Yeah, the Joker. If he misses one more, he's not in L. He's not. He came back, so he could be eligible.
It's gonna be between Cam
and coming back after the snow melts.
So we'll see him till August.
So who's the top team in the West? Since with SGA, the Thunder just can't get it going.
San Antonio.
It look like San Antonio is coming up like a steamroller.
They done won
yes, they are.
They done won 8 straight.
And beat all the top teams.
The last 10 games.
But they beat all the top teams. All of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they the best in the West right now, especially.
Aren't they like 3-0? Aren't they 3-0 versus aren't they 3-0 versus OKC too as well?
The last 3, they're like, they beat them 3 in a row at least.
3-1.
But you know what I always say? You
can
beat them regular season. The playoffs is where it counts.
Yeah.
Yep.
But when people got bad health, hey, playoff regular season the same. If they ain't there.
Don't forget Fox. Fox came back later. He just getting in the groove with them guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Hey, Castle's a stud. Castle's serious, both sides of the ball.
Right. And the boy Vessel, he was out for a couple of games. He did shooting guard, and he's shooting the lights out now.
Yeah.
Yo.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to wait and see.
Man, they're gonna be dangerous now.
Right now, the best of the West is San Antonio. So, and my question is, who is their nemesis in the playoffs? I don't see anybody.
Well, we would love to see them versus Denver, but it's going to be OKC. Him and Chet Holmgren are gonna duel.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Thunder.
Are we selling Houston too short?
That's a bad matchup. OKC, the Spurs is a bad matchup.
For OKC.
Yeah,
It's a bad matchup for OKC. Yeah, I mean, no, it's a bad matchup for the Nuggets. The Nuggets can't beat the Spurs.
Right.
It's a bad matchup.
Yeah.
Because Wemby gonna kill the Joker.
Yeah, Joker cannot run up and down the floor.
You're gonna take him out to the 3-point line, just leave him there.
Mm-hmm. Unless Murray just goes completely nuts, but you got to figure that they're defensively. You got to figure defensively, their guys are going to be able to shut him down.
Oh yeah, he also gonna be on.
I don't think Murray's a takeover guy for any game. He's a good compliment, not a takeover guy. He's just, and then Gordon, if he's still playing, I don't know if he's back or if he's still hurt or what the story is. He is back.
No, he's not back yet.
Yeah.
But Mary can definitely take over a game.
Yeah, he can. But Gordon is there. He's their X factor.
Yes,
There
sir.
you go.
Yeah, Aaron Gordon is their X factor. You know, he's a physical player. You know, he rebounds, he handles the ball.
Yep.
He's there. Yeah.
That jumper inside, outside.
And should have had a slam dunk contest win him against Zach LaVine. He should have won the first one.
You talk about Gordon. We said Mary.
I was just changing the subject. I was just being, bringing the drama. Jerry says bring the
We said
drama.
Gordon is factor.
Jerry being good tonight.
I know he's out there. I know he's on that team. Aaron Gordon is playing for Denver. I know he may be out, but he's still there.
Yeah, he's a tough man now. He's a tough man.
He certainly is.
I got a question to ask you guys. I was looking at the sports on TV all day today, and Darren Peterson from Kansas, you say?
Yeah.
From Kansas. There was a lot of talk about him today, about him playing sick all the time.
He losing.
Yeah. Sometimes he doesn't want to play, like the Kawhi Leonard. Yep.
Right,
And you know what? He could be the most talented player in the whole draft. Just some days he doesn't show up.
Well, he tells them that he don't feel good and he won't play.
He'll say it. He'll say it.
Not only will he won't show up, sometimes he don't play the whole second half.
Nope.
And then that third quarter, he ran by the bench and told the coach, "Get me out of here."
So what do you guys think the NBA is looking at this? You guys think he's going to make it?
Absolutely.
He's gonna make it.
Would you draft him?
Yeah,
not after watching Kawhi Leonard. I might not. I might go for number 2.
I'll take that boy from Brigham Young to Bonsis. I'll take him all day long.
He acting worse than Kawhi Leonard, man.
Yeah, but
he got the flu this week. He got upset stomach. He got cramp. I'm listening to all the stuff. I'm like, come on now. Yeah, he's definitely supposed to be number 1.
And he was the projected number 1 pick and will literally walk out the game. That's crazy. Never heard of anything like that.
How can a young kid, young people don't play like that? When you love the game, you want to be out there no matter what.
Yeah, this guy's different though, man.
Especially when you're on a high-profile team. That's going to be that's going to make a more than likely will make some sort of NCAA run or what have you. He's playing himself into the second round at this point in time right now.
Yeah, and the way they're going after tanking in the NBA, they don't need that.
But you got to blame somebody. Got to mentor the kid though. I mean, somebody in the family, somebody need to step in and say,
everybody's been telling them, the coach and everybody all season they've been telling them.
They ain't got no dad or nobody.
He ain't listening.
Everybody.
He like a John Moran. He's not listening.
Know what he said on TV the other day when they interviewed him? He said, "Well, you've always been a guy that stayed to myself and didn't talk that much."
Right.
That means that everybody is telling this guy, "Look, man, you projected to be the number 1 pick. You know how many millions you're gonna lose by staying back?" And people will say, "Yeah, I'm gonna take them." Just so people know what.
He also hurt himself in college because he was doomed to make a lot more money.
Oh yeah,
and they cut his money back because of how he acted.
Right.
Yeah. So is the medical staff saying that he's
medical staff? He his own medical staff. He tells him what he's gonna do. He said, "I'm not playing today, coach. I got stomach cramp.
Yeah,
I'm not playing today, coach. I feel like I got the flu.
Yeah.
Third quarter, take me out the game, coach. I don't feel too good."
Right.
That's the kind of stuff he's doing.
Yeah. It ain't nothing to do with injuries. I think what he's doing, Henry, he's scared that he's gonna get hurt and not go to the NBA.
Oh, okay.
But that's it definitely could be that.
But you know what? That kid White is gonna kind of put him on notice because I mean I watched the Houston Kansas game yesterday, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your eye on that kid White. That dude, and I don't know if it was just that one game where he's been doing it for a minute, but
they got about 9 freshmen, man.
I know.
First round.
You got to remember, Darren came in like 10 minutes of that game, scored 14 points, and they won.
Oh, he bad.
He bad in mind too.
He got the talent.
You know who else had? Illinois has a freshman. This kid is a phenom. I mean, whoever matches up with Illinois in the NCAA tournament first round, this kid's going off the deep end, and I got them going to the Elite Eight. Okay, at least that far with that kid, and then UConn has that kid Mullins who does the same exact thing, but
Yeah,
Mullins
man.
is like,
That little guy.
the problem with Mullins is, you look at him and all of a sudden he's got a hurt fingernail and he's got to stay out for a game or two. That's the only issue with him. I mean, he's soft. He's a good shooter. They call him Mr. Basketball because he played in Indiana, won a championship for his high school. But the problem is he's soft. Hit him hard enough and you probably get him to stop shooting.
March Madness is going to be great, man. Just around the corner. Awesome,
now,
boy.
if you don't mind, I know Larry's missing, so let me just say that when you look at the top 15 teams right there, I mean, Duke should not be number one. Unfortunately, they are because of Arizona and Michigan losses. Iowa State, why they're number 4, it's beyond me. Houston should be number 4. UConn should be number 6 is good for them. They could be number 5, but Duke should not be number 1. I'm sorry. That's
they're getting that off a reputation. That's a reputation ranking as far as I'm concerned.
That's the problem right there. Duke is a good team, not a great team, just a good team. So and I mean they play in the ACC.
They beat Arizona. Who's that? They just beat this week. They beat
Michigan. They beat Michigan.
Michigan was number 1. Michigan was number 1.
It's number 3.
No, Michigan was number 1.
No, at the time, no, Arizona was number 1. Michigan was number 2.
Arizona lost a week ago. Michigan was number 1.
Michigan was number 1 going into this week.
Plus
the fact we've had, I think, like 6 number 1s this year. So that's another reason why it's so wide open.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how.
Number 1.
Thing about college, you can lose one and get knocked down about 5 or 6 too.
That's right.
They lost to St. John's, went down 4. And then they lost to Creighton and dropped another one. But I mean, at the end of the day, the rankings are nice. But at the end of the day, it's what are you going to do when tournament time rolls around?
Hey, Ernie, don't forget St. John's now. St. John's
Dude,
be number
they're
1.
like, what are they, number 14, number 15 or something like that? And as a matter of fact, tomorrow night, keep your eye on the UConn St. John's game. That could be
beat them already.
Well, no, that could be the determining factor whether UConn could get back to that number 1 seed level. They could be the 4th number 1 if they take out St. John's. They wouldn't have to actually win the Big East tournament, but they would have to at least be in the finals to lock down the number 2 number 1 or the 3 number 1. That's what. But if they run the table, they were going to be the overall number 1. But St. John's messed that up for them.
Yeah, Creighton.
The Creighton loss didn't help either.
Yeah, that definitely didn't help them.
They ain't beat Creighton in about 3 years.
They beat Creighton the last
They're
time.
not ranked, right? Creighton's not ranked. They're not a ranked team. No,
Creighton's not ranked. And
they
the thing about it, they lost UConn.
Even though UConn blew them out, Nova's got a nice little team. They only lost 6 games this year. I don't know, we'll see what kind of seeding that they get, but they could be a team, maybe if not this year, maybe next year, if everybody comes back, they could be a team you have to deal with. But yeah, UConn's got to beat St. John's at least once to even have a chance at a number 1 seed because St. John's dismissed them that first time they played. Now they gotta, if they lose to, let's put it this way, I think if they lose to them again, I don't think they get a number 1 seed. I'd be very shocked if they got a number 1 seed and they lose.
The only way they'll get a number 1 seed, they would have to literally win the Big East tournament.
Yeah, and even then,
time's on the way.
Yeah.
But I mean, and we're only about 2 weeks away from March Madness kicking off, and I'm looking at some of these strength of schedules, man. I mean, how is Iowa State still the number 4 team? They have not moved. Who are they playing? Well, they probably Wichita State's about as good as it gets for them. They're in the Big 12, right? They're in the Big 12, I think.
For now, because the way they change these conferences.
Yeah, they probably playing Nebraska, Wyoming.
Yeah, that's who they play. Nebraska, Wyoming. Hey, Henry, they playing the Children of the Corn.
Yeah. But
it's taking a minute, but it's going to be and keep keep your eye on. I said it before. Keep your eye on some of these mid majors, man. They are going to make some huge noise. I would not be shocked if a mid major wins the NCAA tournament this year. I would
Miami
not.
of Ohio.
Listen, and you took the words right out of my mouth. They're playing like they are a D1, but they're playing like a true blue blood D1 school, man. I mean, they're doing their thing, man. But anyway, that's enough out of me with the college basketball thing, because I mean, I'm just trying to keep my head above water here. I'll get to the $1 million babies later in the season, but right now I want to work with these
babies. Don't be talking about LeBron James like that.
Yeah, well, not just LeBron,
Hey,
a lot of them.
LeBron, he's a billionaire. He's in the billionaire club.
Yeah, don't put LeBron James in the
LeBron's the $1 billion baby, not the $1 million.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I got a question for you guys, man. Pat Riley, he got a statue.
Yeah.
What you guys think about that, man? For the
Yeah,
Lakers?
Hey, Pat Riley looks pretty good, black. Oh, I'm sorry, I said that out loud.
Nah, he deserves it. He deserves it. I mean, hey, it's part of that Showtime. It's part of that Showtime thing.
But also, Pat Riley's the only person in LA history to win what he got as a player. Remember, he won with Chamberlain and West. He won as an assistant under Westhead and 4 as a head coach. He deserves it. He should be right there.
Yeah, he the right one to be in front of them players.
He's got one as a GM too, don't he, with Miami?
He got 3 in Miami, so he has 9 altogether.
As a GM.
Yeah. President.
Jackson, that's for sure.
Before he was a GM,
Is that better than Phil Jackson, you said, Walt?
Absolutely.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. Talk about that all the time. I don't like Pat Riley's better than Phil Jackson. You know why? Because Phil Jackson had the players and he was stuck on that triangle. That's why he stunk when he went to New York, because he wanted to play that triangle. And when he lost all his players, they couldn't even go into playoffs. Pat Riley went from Showtime to the Knicks and went to the bump and grind offense. He was able to adapt. Phil Jackson couldn't do that.
And he coached at Miami and got them to the final too.
Yeah, went to Miami too. Mm-hmm. Once Phil Jackson lost all his top players, he couldn't do nothing.
See, Pat Riley was a great motivator.
He was. He really was.
I think he was a better motivator than he was a coach.
But Walt, didn't Pat Riley have great players too, though?
Sure, he did.
Yeah. What I said was he was able to adapt. He went from Showtime to the Knicks, and he didn't say, "Okay, we're gonna run Showtime with the Knicks" when he had no talent. Phil Jackson was never able to adapt. It was triangle or nothing. So that's why I'm saying he was able to adapt.
I sure wish Pat Riley would adjust to John Stocks and took his butt out.
You know what? And you have Rolando Blackman on the bench.
And Hubert.
We had that for a long time. We can't keep crying now.
Every time I take that out of my memory, you guys keep bringing it back. I wish Vlade Divac would have dunked the ball against the Bulls in Game 2, and they would have won instead of trying to finger roll. You're 7'1", you trying to finger roll, just jam the daggone ball. And it went overtime and lost. They would have been up 2-0 against the Bulls in Chicago.
You want to talk about some of the worst finger rolls? Patrick Ewing against Indiana. I don't know what that
off
was.
the back of the rim.
On a finger roll, okay?
And everyone knows about Charles Smith. Should have dunked it.
We know about Charles Smith. Yeah.
So Pastor Walt, is Pat Riley the best coach ever then, in your mind?
No, I can't say that. No, I think Popovich is better than both of them.
Better too.
Yeah.
The best coach. I got Popovich in there for the best coach. Because I mean, he did.
Well, I think he was just able to, manipulate the system, play to the strength of those teams. Because those, I think Popovich is better than both of them to me.
I agree with that.
Because
what do you guys think about Red?
He won with different styles.
I can't hear you. What you said?
I think he won with different styles, like you said.
Yeah.
That was the thing with Riley. Riley won with the up tempo with Showtime.
Yeah.
He did the bump and grind with the Knicks, and even
Yep.
with Miami with
In the first couple of years.
and Shaq, So yeah, if you're look, you can't ignore what Phil was able to do, but again, I think because of his stubbornness, that's where that's sort of where he loses it.
Well, already said it, Anthony. Think about it. I mean, he's had some of the best players in the game when he was in Chicago, when he went to LA. I mean, tell me a time when
so the Pat too.
had a mediocre team.
So the Pat too, Bishop. Pat had some of the great players too. He had what, five Hall of Famers on the Showtime team. 5 Hall of Famers.
Yeah,
Well,
like
listen, we don't knock that. When you've got the greatest of all, the latter day GOAT, the early day GOAT on one team, and then you've got at that time in his era one of the best centers that you could ever have, along with a great guard and some other good supporting players. Come on. I mean, I got to give credit. Pat Riley was able to take players. He had he had Alonzo Mourning at Miami. He had who else did he have over there? I know he had quite a few players, but he had to develop the other players. But he built them around Mourning. And where'd they go? To it, and then Shaq came. All right, Dwayne Wade. Think about that. So Riley, to me, has done a better job as a coach than Jackson. I agree with you, Walt.
I have a question.
What down with the Knicks? They haven't won in 50-something years.
Hey.
They had the Bulls. That's why. Couldn't beat the Bulls.
They had the Bulls down 2-0. They had the Bulls down 2-0.
They couldn't get past Chicago.
So you think that Phil Jackson's better than Pat Riley as a coach?
I didn't say. Well, far as
okay, I'll answer the question. But you got to answer the question.
No. But this is what I'm saying, Pastor Wall. Both of them had great players. I'm not going to just say Phil had great players and Pat didn't. He had 6 Hall of Famers on that Showtime team.
So what? And Phil Jackson had Hall of Famers on the Bulls and the Lakers. What I'm saying, don't forget, cancel out the Lakers team and talk about the Lakers team. Talk about when he went to the Knicks. That's what I'm saying. Pat Riley went to the Knicks and took that team, well, without all the great players, and Miami without all the great players. So that's what I'm basing against Phil Jackson. Both of the teams that you're giving Phil Jackson credit for had all-time greats.
That's
both
right.
Of his teams that he won with. He didn't win with no mediocre team. Tell me the mediocre team that Phil Jackson won the championship with.
I'm not disputing that.
You got to remember, Gary. Hold on. The Knicks, Pat Riley had Hall of Famers on the Knicks, but he also had a Hall of Shamer. You know, I mean, when you go 0 for 300 in a championship game,
okay. All right, Bishop, who's the other Hall of Famer on the Knicks that he had besides Pat Ewing?
Well, Patrick Ewing was it. Now I'm trying to.
So he didn't have Hall of Famers.
I think Mark Jackson's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Who?
Yeah, but Rick Pitino had him. Rick Pitino had Mark Jackson on the Knicks.
Yeah, Rick Pitino had Mark Jackson for sure.
So he had one Hall of Famer.
Yeah, one. Right.
So he built around him. He put Mason around him. He put Starks around him. I mean, you know, yeah, you're right. He only had one.
Has anybody coached more Hall of Famers than Pat Riley from the Lakers to the Miami Heat? Because he did have Chris Bosh and he made it in there. Dwayne Wade's in there. LeBron James going to be in there. He did have Magic, Kareem. He had them all. Worthy.
He didn't coach LeBron and Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Spoelstra had them. Yeah, Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, Dwayne Wade.
And he won. He won.
Yeah, Wade and Shaq, right?
And Shaq.
And Alonzo Mourning.
He fired the coach that year they won the championship when he fired Jeff Van Gundy.
Yeah, that was the 2006.
Yeah.
And he was on Gary Payton on that team too.
He
what?
Beat Dallas. They beat Dallas.
Hey, so let me ask you guys a quick question before we close out. So as talking about coaches, we're going to go way back. Red Auerbach. I'm not a Boston fan. I'm not a Boston Celtics fan. But now he won 8 championships in a row as a head coach.
Yeah.
Plus, as being the general manager to put the team together, he won another 8.
How many Hall of Famers he had?
That's right, man. He had more. He had the best players in the league.
Right.
Come on now.
That's what I was going to. But all I was going to bring up was look at the players that he had.
but also.
But what I want to ask you guys, did he do what he was supposed to do with his Hall of Fame players?
Yes, he did.
So
Yeah.
You can't. So now, if they didn't do what they were supposed to do, because I mean they beat Jerry West and Elder Bell like 9 times.
Yeah.
I guess so. That was the only competition in the league for them. Yeah, always going back there when there's no competition.
They were the best 2 teams in the league because them on 2 kept meeting.
There was only 8 teams in the league too.
Henry, come back to the day, Henry. Come back to the day. You went too far back.
All right.
They had everybody.
You give Auerbach his due. You give Auerbach his due because of historical and everything like that. But yeah, I mean, it's a completely different game when Auerbach won his 8 in a row, as opposed to when the Lakers dominated in the 80s, even in the Celtics. It's a different game now. So again, give him his due because 8 in a row. You can't poo-poo that, but you always have to look at the eras. And I don't know, put it this way. Yes, there were less teams. There were talented teams, but it's a little bit more of a grind now.
Yeah.
They play more games now. Absolutely.
It's more of a grind because once you got by the first round back in the day there, you were pretty much set for the finals because you were always, look, the thing with them was they always eliminated Wilt in the East, and then they would always eliminate West and Baylor in the West. So it was a little bit, and again, I don't say it to take it away, but you have to put it in the context. Even if you look at the Miami team that beat Dallas, they went. They probably had a little tougher go. Even the Bulls. Even the Bulls. That last run by the Bulls when they won the second three-peat, that was probably a tougher road that they had as well.
Right, I agree. No, and I'm not gonna say you're wrong about Pat Riley because Pat is a great coach, and I think Popovich was a better coach than both of them guys as well. But Phil, he had Shaq and Kobe, and he had Michael and Scotty and Dennis Rodman. He had Hall of Famers too, and that makes a big difference, man. When you got Hall of Famers on your team, man. Come on.
Definitely does.
We know that.
I agree.
No, just like Eric Spoelstra. When the 4 years he had LeBron James and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, he went to 4 straight finals. Okay, he went to 2 more after them guys. He just didn't win because he didn't have LeBron. But the fact that when he had them players, he went to the finals 4 straight years. And probably if LeBron would have stayed, they might would have won another 2 years. That's 6.
I got a question for you, Jerry. I know you're a Bulls fan. Do you think that I know Michael retired, but do you think that Orlando with Shaq and Penny and Horace Grant would have beat the Bulls team that next year if Michael didn't retire? I think they would.
You were talking about in 98?
Remember when what was it, Shaq? With Shaq and what's my man that missed the field goal missed the foul shot. He never was in.
Nick
Anderson.
Shot after that. And I think if they would have played the next year, I think they would beat the Bulls.
But remember somewhat that year. But that year they beat
Percy Hawkins.
No, they had Horace Grant that was on that team that came from the Bulls.
Right. Yeah. I know. That's what I'm saying.
Now, to answer your question, now with Dennis Rodman, when he came, I would have to say no. Because Dennis Rodman made the difference. He was twice as better than Horace Grant.
No doubt.
So
no doubt.
I would say no, they wouldn't have beat it because the Bulls swept them.
No, but I think you got
but Shaq wasn't there that year when Dennis Rodman played with the Bulls.
That's right.
Shaq went with the Lakers.
Shaq was with him. Shaq was with him when they got swept.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Because remember, because the Bulls swept in the following year because they got swept by the Rockets the year before, and they got swept by the Bulls the next year. Then that's when Shaq went to LA. Him and Kobe went like that. So that would have been the Dennis Rodman. See, a lot of people they don't give Dennis Rodman a lot of credit either.
Yes,
I do. I thought that's what put them over because Dennis Rodman get 20 rebounds a night and guard anybody on the floor and don't have to take a shot. No, I give Dennis Rodman a whole bunch of credit.
A whole lot of credit. Dennis Rodman was that workhorse that every team needs.
Actually, I think just statistically, he actually out-rebounded Grant.
No doubt.
8 rebounds a game. He led the league in rebounds for like 7 years in a row.
That's why Michael Jordan sent for him.
Yeah, but Michael was leading the league in scoring. Dennis was leading the league in rebounds, and Scotty was right up there with steals. So
no doubt.
Michael was leading the league and still in Detroit players.
Hold on. And then even got Harper to come over there. I mean, you got
John Sally. Then John Sally won the championship.
I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
The points they got from other players.
All right, we got to go in a minute. But speaking of Pat Riley, I don't know how true this is, but they said that Pat Riley said, I heard he's supposed to have said it at his ceremony for the statue that Dwayne Wade is the greatest player in the Heat history. You guys agree with that?
Over time, yes.
Yeah.
The greatest player in the history of the Miami Heat.
I agree with that.
LeBron came and LeBron and Bosh and Ray Allen came. I mean, they enhanced the team, but Wade literally carried.
I agree with that.
Help.
That's Wade's County.
That's Wade County.
He didn't stay there long enough. That's why.
Yeah, he didn't play there long enough. I don't think LeBron, even though he's one of the greatest players in basketball history, I don't think he's the greatest Laker.
Oh, no, definitely
not. So that's the same time going with Miami. Yeah, I don't think he played there.
So you guys telling me because he was there longer than LeBron, because LeBron was there for 4 years, and Dwayne Wade was there for like maybe 12, because he went to Chicago. He went to Chicago, then he went to Cleveland, then he came back. Okay?
But he won a championship there without LeBron.
Make that comparison. Hold on. If you're gonna make that comparison, you got to go back when Wade had next to nobody to work with, and how he managed and carried the team.
Yeah, Alonzo Mourning.
No, well, then he get some help. And then
Alonzo Mourning. Listen,
I'm gonna say this, and I got a lot of love and respect for LeBron James, but to me, he's a great basketball player, but he's also the greatest floater. So I'm gonna leave that alone. That's just my opinion.
All right. So in that case, then I'm gonna close with this. Then you can close out the prayer, Bishop. Then Kobe, I'll play. He played longer than Magic did. Kobe's there for 20 years and won 5 rings. A three-peat and a back-to-back, and you guys say Magic is the best. So I'll close with that one. The man,
I do.
The man had
Magic is the best. Magic is the greatest Laker of all time, my opinion.
To me,
my opinion. In my opinion. We all have an opinion, and Magic is the greatest Laker of all time, in my opinion.
The Magic ever go three-peat.
But I said my opinion.
I understand. I heard you.
There you go.
That's your question. Magic ever go three-peat.
I would put Kobe in front of Jabbar.
Huh?
I got Magic, Jabbar, then Kobe.
There you go.
No doubt. I would go the same way. Jerry West.
I'm with that.
Jerry West.
I am definitely with that.
And you agree with that?
As far as with
you sit right there and what we saying.
They said Magic, Jabbar, and then Kobe.
I would go with the only reason I would go with Kobe because he played the longest there.
Man, you're a newcomer to the Lakers, man. You're a Philadelphia fan. You're a Philadelphia fan. You're a Philadelphia fan. You can't talk about the Lakers, man. You're a newcomer to the Lakers.
Don, what about you? What about you, Don?
You woke up the wrong time.
I'm gonna have to go along with those guys because I got Jerry West number 4. I'm not putting LeBron James really number 1.
I'm not talking about LeBron. We ain't talking about LeBron in there. We're not talking about LeBron. We're talking about Magic and Kobe and Jerry West.
I go with what Bruce said was 100 in my book. All I'm saying is I'm throwing Jerry West as number 4.
Yeah, I put Jerry West number 4 too.
I put Jerry West number 4, and I got Kobe number 1. That's my opinion. Okay, so we both got opinion because man played 20 years. The man got 5 rings like Magic got 5 rings. Both of them got the same.
I'm not even matching the rings. I'm their overall.
Would you bring up the rings with Michael?
And Jerry, how many years did Magic play for the Lakers?
About 12.
And Kobe paid 20.
He paid 20, right?
Well,
Okay.
Think about it. The only reason why Magic had such a short career, he got sick.
Yeah. I'm not gonna bring that up, but yeah, he did. He got sick.
He got sick, and
I will say this, and I think again when you look at our history, there is no Kobe if you don't have a Magic.
There you go.
I think Magic set the bar, and then Kobe followed it.
Okay, you mean for the Lakers?
Yeah, for the Lakers, yeah.
For the Lakers. And for the league, for the league too.
Well, it wasn't with Dr. J. It wouldn't be nothing.
Yeah, that's but we're talking about the Lakers. No, Dr. J is a whole other thing here.
They keep trying to make an argument for the best dunker of all times. Leave it alone. Dr. J laid the blueprint for the dunk. So just don't even go there. Okay.
A lot of people got like Vince Carter.
Hey, ask Michael Cooper. He is the all-time poster boy for the dunk of the century.
We should close out the bread tonight, bro.
All right. Father, we thank you for this time that you've allowed us to come together and to even talk about sport. But God, how can we talk about sport without talking about you? We live, move, and have our being because of all that you do in our individual lives. As we prepare to leave this line, but never your presence, we need you to continue to talk to us. Let us walk with you. Lead us, guide us, guard us, govern us, protect us as we move forward. Now unto him who's able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we could ask or think, to the only wise God be glory, majesty, dominion, and power, both now, henceforth, and forevermore. Let the great men of God and WJRG say amen.
Amen, gentlemen.
All right, you guys.
We were talking about yesterday, Jerry.
Huh?
This we were talking about the connection, man. This is that connection, man. Yeah, connection.
There you go.
Like a fellowship and connect, talk about the things of God, man, and have fun in sports. So this is what it's all about.
That's all about having fun. All right, you guys.
Yep.
Guys, have a great night. Stay out of trouble. And